Welcome to week 2 of my Get All the Things Done Before 2026 sprint. Last week being week 1, we learned a lot and the plans kind of changed a little bit. And I'm actually really looking forward to diving into this week. So let's go. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Olivia, and on this channel, I share my journey in seeking a cozy life. If you've been around here for a bit, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. First off, before we get started, if you're happening upon this video and you have not seen my original video, 3 Things to Do Before 2026, where I outline all of the things I'm focusing on before the end of the year, highly recommend going and watching that. And then if you want the full story of like how last week went and the changes that I made to the sprint, definitely go check out last week's video as well. I will link both of them in the description so you can find them easily. Last week, I very quickly figured out that just launching my email list was a full week, if not more, of work. And then launching my cozy online shop is a whole other week's worth of work. Not even to mention working on my novel. Last week, we're gonna call a test phase because I made the goals, I set up the plan, and then had to kind of see how that mapped onto the reality of my energy levels, the hours in a day, how much time each thing took. So the fact that launching my email list took longer definitely changed my plans quite a bit. And that's okay because now I feel like I have a much more realistic expectation of what these things are going to take as far as time and energy. So I'm feeling really good going into this week. Last week, I almost wrapped up the email list. I didn't quite finish it up. I do have a couple more things that I need to get done for the welcome sequence, and then that's it. So I'm planning on doing that today along with my freelance tasks from the meeting I just got off of. So that is today's plan, knock those out, and then basically if I have time and energy left over after all of that later on today, then I can start working on Cozy Made. If not, then we can start on Cozy Made tomorrow. And Cozy Made is my little online shop that I'm working on where I'll have like crew neck sweatshirts, desk mats, things like that. So where we left things off at the end of last week was basically me realizing that I set my goals a bit too lofty with where I'm at with my energy levels and the hours in the day, and grossly underestimating how long each thing would take. Yay, ADHD and not really knowing what I'm doing, but I'm learning anyway, and I'm doing it. So anyway, basically we left it where last week I was going to be working on my email list and focusing on that. This week's plan was to get Cozy Made launched. And then after that, once those things, like the foundational things are done and we're kind of in maintenance mode on those things, then we can figure out where the novel fits in. Now, toward the end of last week, I did kind of come to realize that I'm thinking more staggering it by month instead of week might be good, where October, I really focus on the business stuff. And then with those foundational things done, I can then focus on the novel in November. So that is where we left off last week with the plan. And honestly, I'm thinking it's still a solid idea. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have more to do for my email list than I think, and that Cozy Made may take longer than I think as well. I'm trying to learn from how last week went and apply that knowledge so that I have a better expectation of what things will look like moving forward. And then of course, we are also going to have the daily non-negotiables like vlogging and email outreach. So yeah, I'm actually really excited because on Saturday, randomly, I got it in my head that I needed to go ahead and set up my professional email. So I got it done. And when people get emails from me, it's going to feel more legit. And now I will have it for my newsletter, which will be going out at the end of the month. I'm so happy that I decided to document all of this, not only for my future self to look back on and be like, oh my gosh, I came so far. Like, that's awesome. And I really want to have that like a video, like visual diary kind of thing of this time in my life that I feel is so pivotal, but also so that you all have a realistic picture of what it is to be an entrepreneur, especially one who is starting multiple businesses, you know, and kind of show you that yes, it's a lot, but if you are passionate about it and you have a strong idea and a strong motivation to see it through, you can figure out, like, I didn't know how to set up an email list. This is my first time setting up an email list. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, hi. The lumbar pillow has emerged. Say hi. Say hi. Oh. Yeah. Hi. But yeah, like I had no idea what went into starting an email list. But here I am. It's mostly set up and it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I am going to get my freelance tasks done, take a walk. My tummy feels better, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take a walk on my walking pad. And then by then it's probably going to be lunchtime. So I'll have some lunch, and then after that we will dive into the remaining stuff on the email list, and I will check back in a little bit later. Today was a little all over the place and I was very tired. I think I'm about to finally get my period, so I just was kind of like, whew. I got all of my freelance tasks done, so there's that. And then I did make a good bit of progress on the welcome sequence. I wrote the final email and then started formatting it in Flowdesk, and then it was time for dinner. So there's that. And then after dinner, I just kind of crashed. I basically just lay on the bed with Desi and snuggled for like 2 hours, and then finally got some energy. So I went and cleaned the kitchen, took about a 20-minute walk, I want to say, and cooled off, and then was like, oh, I need a vlog. So yeah, I'm about to go shower and settle in for my dailies in my games. Just gonna kind of try to wind down, hopefully get some sleep without too many cramps. Been kind of cramping on and off today, so I'm kind of worried that it's gonna like hit right in the middle of the night and then I'm not gonna sleep well. Fingers crossed that I can get a good night's sleep and actually, you know, feel better tomorrow. So, but we'll see. If I am getting my period, then tomorrow may be kind of a slow day. We'll see. We'll see. I am so ready to have everything finalized with the email list. Like, I feel like it's taking so much longer than I would have liked, and I'm trying to just take it in stride and just basically try to remember that good things take time. So yeah, I'm almost there. I am in the home stretch. I'm in the home stretch. I have to remember that. So anyway, that is it from me today. And I think overall, considering where I was at mentally, physically, not a bad Monday. So I will see you tomorrow. Not gonna lie, today has been a pretty tough day for me. I was up until after 4 a.m. because I got my period, so to help with the cramps, I had some caffeine. I'm of the mind that if I'm gonna be awake, I'd rather it be from caffeine than really bad pain. So it's always a gamble, you know? I wish you could see how pretty her eyes are in the sun. Hey, pretty girl. You liking the sunshine? Yeah, oh. You start the chest scratch spot? Yeah. What's up? Hey. She doesn't seem to have as bad of an aversion to this camera as she does to my phone camera. I pull out my phone camera and she's just like, nope, nope. I tried to find YouTube videos that would be encouraging and all that, and they were. I found some good stuff, and yeah, but I felt like I needed to cry, and instead of shoving it down like I usually do, I am trying to do better. When I feel the need to cry, I just let it out. So that's what I did. I just lay in bed with Desi snuggled up against me and cried for a little while. And I was like, when I first started, I was like, I don't know why I feel the need to cry. And I just kept saying that over, like, why do I need to cry? Why am I crying? Like, I don't know what this is about. And it's like, there's so much going on that, like, I have every reason to cry, but I like to know exactly why for some reason, and like that doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm trying to like break out of that. Like, we don't need a rational reason. It's like when our body needs to release that emotion, like it needs to release that emotion. Like, it doesn't need to make sense in our conscious mind. We just need to let it out. Listen to our body, let it out, let the emotion wash through us, let the physiological response kind of work itself out, and just kind of like, yeah. So after going through somatic therapy and all of that, I realized that I'm really bad about that. So I'm trying to do better. But anyway, what ended up coming up was just the fact that I have been fighting for so long, and I know that I am powerful. I'm just exhausted. I'm on my own, even though I'm in a partnership. I've felt that way for years. What it comes down to is because of everything that I've been through, basically all the way back to 4 years old, I have always yearned for someone to protect me and cherish me. It was interesting because I made a comment in therapy last week about I'm so ready to get out on my own and, take a year, just be me, not daughter, not sister, not partner, just me. And my therapist was like, I don't know. That may have been before. You've grown a lot and changed, and now, as soon as you step out on your own and, you're free to look for your soulmate, basically, you may not need that year alone to find yourself. I think you already have. And I was like, interesting. So anyway, I was just lying there, and I just really felt strongly in my spirit that the person that I am meant to be with is looking for me. And like, that might sound strange, and I want to make it very clear that, I am in a partnership right now. Like, I am committed to being faithful to my partner, and I am not looking for anyone else. I am not pursuing any other relationship, and I won't until I am fully single. I don't want you to get the wrong idea about that. Like, I feel that was the universe reminding me that fighting for myself and not being cherished is not going to last forever. That's what I got out of it. I just felt like I needed the reminder that the things that I'm working toward will pay off, and the things that I yearn for are out there. The things that are meant for me will find me. The people who are meant for me will find me. There is a place out there somewhere where I am wanted, where I am appreciated, where I am cherished, where people look forward to spending time with me. I can't imagine it right now, but it's out there. They're out there. And oh my gosh, Desi is worried because I'm crying. She always gets like this. My little watch babe. Nope. I just put lotion on. You can't lick the lotion on my face. Just one of those days. And I know that part of it is my period. Like, everything feels so much harder and so much worse when I'm in the middle of PMS. Like, I am aware of that, and I'm really trying hard not to let them impact me more than is healthy. I know that what is meant for me will find me, and all I can do right now is continue to work on myself and continue taking aligned action so that I can manifest this next season. Anyway, I did not plan to cry on camera, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and if you've been around on my channel for any length of time, you will know that we do real life here. and that these ups and downs are something that I seek to normalize. So, if you are struggling with similar things and just need to know that you're not alone, that's what I'm here for. I am gonna open Notion, open Slack, and see what I have the bandwidth to get done today. I think I'm going to try to clear my schedule as much as possible today to give myself breathing room and not push myself. I think that is going to be the wise thing to do. So anyway, I'm gonna give Desi some kisses and then get to work, and I'll check back in a little bit later. It hasn't been very long, but I wanted to pop in because I just published my welcome sequence and it feels amazing. So now when people get my lead magnet, they will begin the welcome sequence, and hopefully it will indeed make them feel super welcome and safe and like they are part of something sacred and special. So I just wanted to hop on and share that. Like, I could cry from relief. That's how hormonal and emotional I am today. So now I'm going to duplicate the workflow, the sequence, modify it for people who don't join my list through the lead magnet, and that'll be it. It feels so good to get this done and be ready for people to join my little cozy sacred space. Big sigh of relief. So anyway, I'll be back later. Now I'm done. For real. All of the sequences that I needed set up in Flowdesk are done and published. I'm so excited and relieved. Well, I say I'm so excited. I'm exhausted, but in here, I'm doing a happy dance. So don't try to visualize it. It's okay. Just, it's happening in here. And so I wanted to pop on because I just need to celebrate a win with somebody. So now I feel like I can work on other stuff, which is great because that was just occupying so much of my mind. And it was just oh my God, is this ever going to end? So anyway, I just put lunch in the air fryer and I'm going to actually get a jump on editing this vlog. So I decided that after last week, forgetting to edit until Saturday, and then having to do all of it, I was up until 1 a.m. Saturday trying to get it done and uploaded, and that was a lot. So I want to start editing every day, edit the day before's footage, so that way it's not all saved for the weekend. So that way on Saturday, all I have to do is edit Friday's footage and then schedule for posting the next day. So I'm gonna try to stick to that this week, and it starts today. So yeah, that is my plan for the next hour, and I think it'll be really nice to just kind of mindlessly sit and edit and not do a whole lot of brain stuff because I am fading fast. I'm gonna try really hard not to nap. After last night, my sleep schedule is going to be so messed up. I don't want to make it worse with a nap. So I'm feeling encouraged that I was able to get that done and that I have a plan. So anyway, I will be back later. I am so proud of myself. I just wrapped up the day with a very productive outreach session. And I think I might have found the hack for myself. So I had a moment of clarity when I recalled that I could schedule emails in Gmail natively now. I completely forgot about that. I don't even remember when they added it. I remembered it and I was like, you know what? It's late, but I need to send outreach. I'll just schedule them for tomorrow. And I found that the level of anxiety that I feel when I send an email, like immediately send an email, like hit send, was not there when I hit schedule. It was a lot more chill. And it was actually shocking, to say the least. So I think I have not only figured out a way to do it to where I cannot use time of day or day of the week, for that matter, as an excuse not to send outreach, but I also found a way to do it that is not so anxiety inducing, which is massive. Like, massive. So I sent 10 today, well, scheduled 10, and it felt really, really good to wrap up the day with this on top of the win of finishing my email sequences today. I was feeling so discouraged, and, you know, like we talked about earlier, I was crying earlier today, just feeling really overwhelmed with everything. And to have 2 big wins today, I can do this. I can do this. It's hard. It's scary, but I am stronger than I think. I have more momentum than I feel. And this is what I want to do. Impacting lives, using my skills and my intuition to support the kinds of people who saved my life. That's what I want. And by doing this, I'm fulfilling my ikigai. I'm impacting them, and I am building my own way to a better life. And that is what I have to keep in mind. And if you are in a similar position where you are either starting a business, you know, you're building one right alongside me, or you're thinking about it because you are done with the 9-to-5 grind, you feel suffocated where you are, and you have a passion that you know lights you up and would make an impact, take this as your sign to go after it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be scary, but it's also going to be worth it. And I hope that my sharing my journey here, if nothing else, it encourages you to do what you are meant to do. So, on that note, after this insane roller coaster of a day, I'm going to take Desi out. I'm going to take a hot shower, massage my shoulder because it hurts, and go offline. Like, just completely, and try to get some sleep. Probably get to bed early tonight for once. So, we're almost halfway through the week, and I am so looking forward to whatever tomorrow holds. I am not sure what the plan is going to be because there's a lot swirling around in my head, and I don't want to make any decisions tonight. So I'll just see you in the morning and we'll figure it out. So, bye. I actually got a good night's sleep, and while I am still moving slow because of period stuff, my mood is definitely a lot less volatile today so far. So that's a relief, because yesterday, up and down and up, like, I don't like those days. I don't like those days. It makes me question everything. And why? Because my hormones are being evil. If you know, you know. Today on the docket, let me see, pull up Notion here. Obviously outreach, vlogging, need to check Slack. And then I need to work on some stuff for Cozy Maid. Last night I was really thinking about putting it off, maybe even not doing it, but today I woke up with kind of some clarity, and I want to try. So we're going to go for it. You know, worst case scenario, I put the time in, I set it all up, I don't get any sales. You know, like, Best case scenario though, I put the time in, I set it all up, I do get some sales, and I start building this online shop that I've been dreaming of for years. So is the best case scenario worth the time and energy I'm going to put into it? And, you know, money for Shopify? Kind of is. No, not even kind of. It really is. Because I have wanted to do something like this for legit over 5 years. I don't even... Let's see, we're in 2025. My first dream of having a little online shop, well, this was going to be like selling t-shirts, but in general, like a little print-on-demand shop, was in 2018. I remember sitting at the same cafe I was at over the weekend and drawing up ideas and a plan to start a little online t-shirt shop in 2018. So even though I'm not going to be starting with t-shirts in this one because, you know, we're going into cozy season and I want to start with crew neck sweatshirts, the same dream is there to have like this little cozy online shop, even though it's like changed so much. It has stuck with me. Like, I'm still dreaming about that. So I'm gonna give it a try. I already have the colors and logo for Cozy Made. Oh, hi. My lumbar pit pillow decided to make an appearance today. Hi. You want to talk to the people? Give them a pep talk? Poster pup. Poster pup. She looks like she's looking right at the camera. I think she is. Gosh. Anyway, so yeah, it is totally worth it to me, and so I'm just going to do it. I do have a few things I kind of mulled over for my email list, and I realized I don't want people who buy my templates through my Squarespace shop to be included in the segment I set up for Squarespace, like automatically pulled over into Flowdesk with the welcome thing that I set up. So, because the templates are for everyone, they're not just for holistic wellness practitioners. So I need to set up a little email thing that goes to them and separate the segments out. Basically saying, thank you for opting in to news and updates for my shop. If you are a holistic wellness practitioner and would like to be part of the Kindred Society, you can opt in here, kind of thing. That way I still introduce them to the Kindred Society, but it's not automatic. So yeah, that kind of hit me late last night, early this morning. I was like, yeah, because I have my Notion templates and I want to be able to have digital products up in the Kindred and Kind shop that anyone can benefit from, like my alignment dashboard that I created, my action hub that I'm looking at right now that I've been using for a couple of months that I really want to turn into a full template because I think it's so awesome. Like, anyone can use these things, entrepreneur or not, holistic wellness practitioner or not. So that is what I'm thinking. So that means another thing with my email list, but I think it is necessary, and I'm really glad that I thought of it before I started getting more sales or this or that, and people getting confused, like, I just bought from your shop, I'm not a holistic wellness practitioner. Why are you welcoming me into this Kindred Society that does not apply to me? You know, that kind of thing. So, oh my gosh, my nose is stuffy. Need to sneeze. That is the plan. I'm gonna work on that, send outreach or schedule outreach, and then I have to go to get adjusted. They're closed tomorrow, so I have to go today instead. So yeah, so I'm gonna be working on that, and then, so yeah, that is today's plan. I am excited and encouraged because I'm feeling better. I'm still gonna take it slow, not gonna push myself. I'm just gonna follow my intuition and do what I feel is aligned. I love it when she snuggles me like this. She so rarely just lies here or sits here like this. I just love it. Of course, I'm gonna need my hands free in a second to type, but I can enjoy it for a minute while it lasts. Anyway, I will check back in a little bit later. Boy, am I tired. It is 10:30 p.m. and I only just wrapped up work for the day. I ended up taking a bit of a detour this afternoon and working on a few of the pages that I needed to get done for my therapist, and basically just knocked out a whole bunch of stuff, and also had kind of like a breakthrough on that project. So I was like, I think I had just put down my camera and was like, okay, I need to do the things. And then I was like, hang on, I need to get those pages done. So I just kind of pivoted. I just knew what to do, and it was very clear, and what I needed mentally was there. That's all I can. So it's like, I just knew what I needed to do. So I just did it. And ended up realizing in the middle of it that a bunch of stuff that I had asked her for, we didn't need to do. I just knew that we needed to simplify, and I needed to focus on getting exactly what she needs to launch her website and packages just done. And so I was able to take out a bunch of extraneous things that we had discussed but are not necessary for that. They can come later, you know? So I got the last page layout designed and sent her a video walkthrough for review and approval, and then was able to send her a much shorter list of things that I actually need. And most of them are incredibly simple. So I'm hoping that her week isn't too busy and she'll be able to get that to me and we can finish, and that way she can launch like this weekend. So that had been weighing on me because there were just so many things that I needed to do and she needed to do. And I was feeling so frustrated, like I was holding her back from launching in some way. And it was because I was overcomplicating things. Like and it just became so clear to me today. Like I said, everything I needed mentally was there. That clicked into place. Like I was like, okay, so is this what listening to my intuition and following where my energy leads means? Is that what it looks like to just be like so in tune with your intuition that it's like, I just know what I need to do and I just do it and it just flows and it clicks and is like, I think so. So anyway, I still worked on Cozy Made. I had a chat with Shopify to see if I could get my trial period extended, because I'm only just now touching it. They have they had over the summer like a $1 a month for 3 months deal. And I was like, that's plenty of time for me to get started and like hopefully, get some sales. And then I had a health crash and did not touch it for, 3 months, like next week. So I was like, their base plan is pretty pricey, and right now I just cannot swing that. So if they can't extend the trial, I'm going to try something else, like maybe starting a new account, see if they still have that deal, or just start on Etsy, which I really didn't want to do, like only on Etsy, because traffic over there is just not that great. So anyway, I have a support ticket in. They're going to let me know. In the meantime, I'm so glad I chatted with them early because it's going to take some time for them to get back to me. In the meantime, though, I am continuing to work on the mock-up side of things. I ended up changing my mind on what crew neck sweatshirt I want to carry. The one that I got by Bella and Canvas is awesome. I love it. But I cannot find mock-ups online. It's not a widely used crew neck, I guess. I don't know. I found one place on Etsy that had them, but I didn't really like their style. And there is a photographer in my state here in Georgia who did a whole shop bundle that I got a few years ago, which has Bella and Canvas t-shirts, the Gildan sweatshirts and hoodies that my print provider carries, and I got the bundle. So I have the mock-ups for the Gildan sweatshirts. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend money on mock-ups I don't even like with this other person. I'm just going to go with what I have because she has all the colors. and they're beautiful mock-ups. Like, I love the photography style. I love like everything, the staging that she does for flat lays, everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a command decision here. Anyway, I selected the mock-up shots, the colors. I'm going with 7 colors, which is probably way too much. But I couldn't narrow it down. So I'm doing 2 light colors, 2 mid-tone colors, and then 3 dark colors because we're going into, you know, cozy season. So is it too much? Probably. But I am really, really excited, and I want to have a good selection of colors. I really do. And so now it is so late, but I got so much more done than I thought. I'm really, really tired. So technically I should be heading up to shower and go to bed, but I didn't get my acupressure mat and walk in. So I don't want to break my streak for walking. So I'm trying to decide, do I do my acupressure mat? That's 20 minutes. And then a walk for 20 minutes, or do I just walk? I might just walk and then go take a shower and then do my acupressure mat after. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do and try to get to bed by midnight, I think. I'd like to get another decent night's sleep like I did last night. So, you know, definitely feeling better. As long as I get sleep, I do better. So let's kind of keep this momentum going, and maybe tomorrow we can have another kick butt day. So anyway, I'll catch you then. It is a new day, and I am excited to be working on more fun stuff today. I'm going to be doing the mock-ups for Cozy Made. I think I mentioned last night before I signed off for the night that I have picked out the mock-up shots that I want to use for the crew neck. And I'm really excited because now I get to jump into Canva and actually create the mock-ups where I'm putting my designs onto the photos. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. I did get a slow start today again. And honestly, today for the first time, I felt like I wasn't fighting it as much as I have been. I felt like I leaned into it more. I didn't have that nagging guilt in the back of my mind. Because you guys know, like, I've been really struggling. If you've been following my videos, you know I've really been struggling with wanting to get back to how I used to be. Get up early, get things done, and kind of trying to navigate that desire and trying to unravel it from the toxic productivity mindset I have had for so long. Like, is that desire because I'm a morning person, or because of the toxic productivity mindset drilled into me? And with this season, listening to my body, getting up later, just taking my time in the mornings, like, it's been such a struggle. But today I felt like I leaned into it a lot more and was just like going with the flow, and it feels really good. So I don't know. I just wanted to share because it's okay to listen to your body. And if you have been in kind of a similar situation where you're trying to listen to your body and being in this tug of war between that and toxic productivity, or, you know, survival mode, I just want to encourage you that it's okay to go back and forth. It's okay to struggle with it. And eventually you will get to a place where you can lean into what your body is telling you. Lean into slowing down. So that is my wish for you. So don't give up. It was definitely a surprising realization. So I do have a couple of things to tweak on the email list, and I need to figure out the Shopify situation. They got back to me and said that they cannot extend my trial, but this is what was like, I specifically told the person that I talked to, I was like, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to figure something else out, because I literally cannot afford to throw that money into a business that I haven't, like, I need that trial price. Like, I don't have the cash floating around. And so when they came back to me with, I'm so sorry, we can't do this. However, you're in the perfect position to continue building your shop and I'm like, So that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I really want to use Shopify. I want to be able to put my products in the shop app. Like, they have like a whole app. I really would love to get them in there with that exposure. I did some searches and there are quite a few like desk mats and things, but when I put in like cozy or pastel or whatever, not a whole lot came up. So like, I would like to have my stuff there because I feel like a lot of the designs on there are a lot more busy, a lot more, you know, I don't know. It's just, there's definitely a gap there in what they have that I feel like my designs can fill. But I'm not going to drop the monthly, like the full monthly on it when it's just getting started. Like, you know, I might try creating a new account since I didn't do anything with this one anyway. It's like just the initial setup is all I would have to deal with. So I didn't do any theme customization. I didn't put in any shipping stuff. I didn't connect it to my print provider. Like, I didn't do anything. So I may try that, but that's for later when my brain is fully online. For now, I am going to work on the mock-ups because that's a fun thing. It's relaxing, it's creative, and while my brain is waking up, I think that would be good. And then also sending out some outreach emails. So that is the plan for today. I like having a task list with things I'm looking forward to doing. So anyway, I will check back in a little bit later. All right, it is time for a lunch break. I need to get away from my computer for a bit. I'm feeling very frustrated. I have been working on Cozy Made stuff, and when I went into the print provider side of things to get things set up, because basically if you've never done print on demand before, you start on the print provider side and get everything set up there, and then you connect to whatever your shop platform is. Well, glad I did that, and I'm glad that I didn't get through all of the products before I realized that with this print provider, I cannot set up one product with multiple print file colors. So what that means is basically, like for this one, cozy is my favorite color. If I want to have this design on both light and dark sweatshirts, I have to have two print files, one with white text and one with dark text, so that on lighter colors like this, we have dark text, so it's legible, and vice versa. With this print provider though, when I uploaded and selected both light and dark colors and went to try to do that, it split it into two separate products. Seriously, I don't know how that translates over to the shop platform side of things, because I don't believe you can map multiple products within the print provider to a single product listing on your shop. I'm pretty sure it's, one product created in the print provider linked to one product in the shop. A few years ago, I did a test with a t-shirt shop. I was just, trying to see if I could do it, and spoiler, it didn't go anywhere because I was very ill and didn't have the energy to do anything with it. But anyway, I did learn a lot about print on demand and a lot about the other print provider. They both do excellent products. So again, I don't know why I'm making this a big deal. I need to try to get into my old account on the other print provider's website, set up Cozy Made as a shop, like channel, if you will, on there, and then re-upload all of my designs. Yeah, I'm going to get away from my computer. When I come back, I'll set up that stuff with the other print provider and get things rolling there. I still haven't decided what I want to do about Shopify. I really don't want to go through deleting the account and trying to sign up for a new one, but we'll see. As I've been working on this also, I have been kind of plagued by the way things went with the t-shirt shop I did try a few years ago, like I said, and really struggling with what's the point, even though I have been so excited to do this for months. It's like, part of me is like, did I wait too long to do this? Did I miss the boat? Like, I don't know. It's been a little bit of a struggle. Like, I dug into this and very quickly realized that it was going to be more work than I thought. Kind of a recurring theme here. And was just like, should I even be doing this? Should I be sending outreach instead, And it's like, I feel like every entrepreneur goes through this. I have launched so many businesses. I've been a business owner since I was 19. Like, that's when I started my first business, like officially online. Before then, I did freelance web design from the age of 14. It never really gets easier. Even if you know what you're doing, even if you've started businesses before, it's still hard. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping and get some food in my belly and hopefully feel better. Maybe get some caffeine because I got a little bit of a headache starting. I can do this. And a little bit of time away might give me some clarity, which I definitely feel like I need. So hopefully when I catch back up with you later, I will have a good update. Okay, I'm back. I am feeling better. I had some lunch, had a good cry, took some Tylenol to help with the cramps, watched some YouTube and scrolled Instagram watching funny cat videos so that I could just get some laughing in. And I snuggled Desi. And I also did a little bit of journaling and some research. I felt like all I did was sit there and watch YouTube during that time, but now that I'm listing out everything I did, feels like a lot. Anyway, all of that to say, I can do what I need to do with my prep provider. It's just when you're initially setting up the product template, it doesn't give you that option, but once the product is like in your product catalog, I don't know what you call it, then you can go back and add in color variants for print files. So yay, I don't have to change providers. Oh my God, because I was earlier after I recorded, it was just like my mind was just racing. Oh no, I'm going to have to wait until I can afford more samples. I'm going to have to do this. And I don't. So that roadblock is resolved. The other one was the Shopify trial. I was like, I'm not going to pay for their plan, simply because they can't give me another trial. So I went in to just go ahead and cancel the plan, close the account. They give you an option. Okay, this made me laugh. When you go in to cancel your thing, they give you the option point blank to close this account and open a new one with the trial pricing. So I was like, wait, what? I was like, I guess I'll just do Etsy, whatever, or maybe I'll try to close this account and open a new one. No, they let you close that shop on your account and open a new shop with the discount. So I won't be able to use cozymade.shopify.com or whatever it is. I can't remember. Yeah. It'll be cozymadeco.shopify.com. Like, it is what it is. I still have Cozy Made. Like, nobody can use it. Nobody can take it. Like, it's still mine. Technically, it just won't be officially for my shop. I don't know why they didn't just tell me that in the chat. We can't give you the discount because of how the system is set up. However, because you haven't done anything in this shop, there's nothing set up for you to lose, basically. Just close it and open a new one and you can get the discount that way. Like, maybe they're not supposed to. I don't know. But anyway, so I had a cry and was basically, it's too much. I can't do this. And because of these roadblocks that came up, and I came in here to basically just give up, close everything, record a video saying I was going to skip Cozy Made, and this happened, and both of the roadblocks are gone. I'm going to try it. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to try it. And I really want to learn from this. I also want to share this in case it's helpful for you. Because I do have this dream. I really, really, really want to do this. And also, y'all are going to be seeing me wear this sweatshirt a lot this winter, and some of my other designs I'm going to order. And I want you guys to be able to get them if you want one, So anyway, I'm probably going to be running errands in a little while, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, but maybe I'll check back in later. If not, then I will talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to power through and get this done. So either way, I'll see you in a bit. It is just after 10 and I'm done for the night. We ran errands and then I came back and worked on Cozy Made for a bit, made some good progress. So I am just gonna go ahead and take my shower, get Desi taken out, and then settle in with my heating pad and game, and hopefully not be up until like 3 a.m. because I've had so much caffeine to help with the cramps. Fingers crossed. We shall see. So yeah, I am just really hoping I will be able to sleep tonight and be able to get stuff done tomorrow. So I will leave it there and cross your fingers for me. We'll see how I am in the morning. So this week I had a plan. Every day I was going to edit the previous day's footage for this vlog so that I would not have to stay up until 1 a.m. on Saturday trying to get it done like I did last week. I did get a little bit behind because things have been crazy. So I've been getting caught up. And as I was sitting here, I realized I hadn't picked up my camera today. So here we are. It is 3 p.m. and I've just been editing away. And then was like, wait, I'm editing a vlog and I didn't actually record anything today. I had a pretty tough night again last night. I thought the cramps on like Monday, Tuesday, whenever that was, I stayed up until 4 a.m. with caffeine. I thought those were bad. Oh, that was the prologue. Last night was awful, and I was up until almost 5 a.m. from the caffeine. It did finally kick in though, and I was able to sleep, so I got about 6 hours of sleep total, I think. But dude, this has been one of the weirdest periods I have had. No, the weirdest period I have had in so long. I think it's the stress of everything going on just completely wreaking havoc in my body. So that being said, I had another crying session today. I journaled, and the first thing I wrote on the page was, I do not feel like myself. I really don't. Like, this hormonal stuff, I feel so volatile, chaotic, like that's not me anymore. I forgot what it was like to feel this way, that this was every day for me for years. And oh my God, who is she? Like, I have come so far, and as much as I hate feeling like this, being reminded of where I was and having that sharp contrast between that and where I am now, like, as infuriating as it is also so encouraging. So anyway, I decided today that it is going to be bare minimum. So only the things that I know I need to do. Like yesterday I was so like up in the air and like, do I need to just pause Cozy Made? Like, is it too much? And all that. Yes, I feel very overwhelmed right now, but I think it's the hormonal stuff. So before I make any decisions about what I am going to do, what I'm not going to do, projects to drop, anything like that, anything. Like earlier I was like, I need to get off social media. That's too much. I need to stop Cozy Made, just let it go. And like, no. This is not conducive to making good decisions. So 2 things today. Edit the vlog, make a thumbnail, like get everything ready so that I can hit schedule and have it done. And then I need to send outreach. So like basically the 2 non-negotiable commitments. Those are the things I'm going to focus on today. I made a commitment to my YouTube channel to do this sprint and keep myself on track. And I need clients for my studio. Those are 2 things I know. You peel back everything else. Those are things I know I need to do. So that is the plan. Just keep it very simple today, not make any rash, chaotic decisions, and force myself to just take the weekend off. I was going to try to like work through the weekend to get Cozy Made done and like no. I feel very strongly that I need to get some mental distance from all of this stuff from the week and let my hormones just kind of hopefully calm down. Get some good sleep, get some rest, and game more. Maybe read, just do some things that are not work related, because I was in such a panic today, oh no, I need to, and I can't do that. I'm gonna work on editing, gonna send some outreach, have some late lunch, and I will check back in a little bit later. All right, well, I just spent the last few hours going back and forth between editing the blog and sending outreach. So I am caught up on vlog editing, and I'm almost actually done with it except for today's stuff. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And then our grand total for outreach for the week was 30 emails. So would I have liked to have been at 50? Yes. However, given the week I had, I am pretty dang happy with what I did get done. And it just means that next week I have another opportunity to do more. So with that, I'm gonna go make some dinner and spend the weekend just chilling. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next week. Until then, stay cozy, my friends.